Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with the next review of the Terror in the Aisles challenge. This time, Jason and I watched The Incredible Shrinking Man. He's got some serious shrinkage going on. The Incredible Shrinking Man is a 1957 horror film, directed by Jack Arnold, who also directed Creature from the Black Lagoon, which we previously reviewed during this challenge. Scenes from The Incredible Shrinking Man are featured in the television cut of Terror in the Aisles. Scott Carey and his wife Louise are on vacation. They are sunbathing on his brother's boat when Louise goes down inside to get Scott a beer. Scott, still outside the boat, is suddenly surrounded by a strange mist. As it passes by, Scott is covered with glittery particles, which quickly evaporate. Months later, while driving, Scott is accidentally sprayed with insecticide. That, mixed with the mysterious glittery particles, causes a strange reaction. Over the next few days and weeks, Scott notices he begins to shrink. At least it appears so to him. First, he notices his clothes no longer fit. They're much too big now. He also realizes Louise no longer has to stand on her tiptoes when she kisses him. After having already seen his doctor once, he returns so they can run some tests. Sure enough, his doctor confirms, based on x-rays, Scott is shrinking. Scott shrinks smaller and smaller and smaller, and in the process, his mood changes. He's sad and angry and depressed. Ultimately, he feels alone, even with Louise by his side. Of course, she's much, much bigger than him now. Scott even runs off one night to a carnival where he meets another little person. He feels maybe this is where he belongs now, starting fresh with a new wife and a new life. He no longer wants to be a burden on Louise. Ever since his bizarre diagnosis, he's been all over the news, and the phone hasn't stopped ringing. If he leaves Louise, she can finally live in peace again. That's not what Louise wants. She still loves Scott. Soon enough anyway, Scott is even smaller than the carnival worker he meets, so he returns home. He begins living in a dollhouse Louise has set up for him. Life is not easy for the Incredible Shrinking Man. One day, while Louise isn't home, their pet cat attacks. The cat is a monstrous size compared to Scott. During the struggle, Scott falls to the basement. When Louise returns home, she believes Scott to be dead. She and Scott's brother cannot find him anywhere. And now, with him being so small, they cannot hear his cries for help coming from the basement. Without nourishment, he is shrinking faster and faster. And he soon comes face to face with a new enemy, a tarantula. Like I said, life isn't easy for the Incredible Shrinking Man. I hadn't seen this movie since I was a kid, and I didn't really remember too much about it. I remembered the cat scene with the dollhouse, and I remember something to do with a giant spider. Other than that, all I could envision were the scenes featured in the TV cut of Terror in the Aisles. I have to say though, revisiting this movie after all this time was so much fun. I didn't even know Jack Arnold, the director of Creature from the Black Lagoon, directed it. I love the narration in the movie. It's narrated by Scott. The effects are pretty amazing, especially for the time. They really hold up. I mean that honestly, they do. They look good. The giant sets just look awesome. The film is really a character study, and the emotions Scott goes through. You really feel for the guy. He's just shrinking away into impending doom. The ending of the film is quite deep, and very sad, too. What else can I say? I loved it. The Incredible Shrinking Man was a blast. I'm recommending Doll Man for this one. Doll Man is a 1991 full moon film, and obviously it toys with the same concept. While The Incredible Shrinking Man takes this silly concept seriously, Doll Man does not. You wouldn't expect otherwise from Full Moon, though. That's not a bad thing either. I like that The Incredible Shrinking Man features a silly concept, but takes it seriously. It works. Doll Man just takes that silliness and runs with it. That works too. Doll Man is a lot of fun to play. Have you seen The Incredible Shrinking Man? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. And please be sure to check out Jason's review. The list of movies left to watch in the Terror in the Aisles challenge is also shrinking. Check back soon for another review. Until then, thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind. Subscribe.